Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, political leader of the People's National Movement and Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, a Member of Parliament for Diego Martin West. The Honorable Faris Al-Rawi, Member of Parliament for San Fernando West and Minister in the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government. The Honorable Brian Manning, Member of Parliament for San Fernando East and a Minister in the Ministry of Finance. Candidates for on the head table here for San Fernando City Corporation, and members of Parliament and members of the executive sitting in the bandstand. Those of you sitting in the bandstand are sitting on holy ground. That is where Dr. Williams made his maiden speech in 1956. And where the PNM was launched in San Fernando. And permit me to share some information with you. The building across the street, San Fernando City Hall, is where Dr. Williams was invited in 1955 to speak on colonialization and culture in the Caribbean. And out of that meeting, together with Ibit Musahib, Jared Montano, and some other dignitaries, a seed was planted for the formation of the People's National Movement. And that's where it started in San Fernando. The following year, Dr. Williams was able to launch the PNM in Port of Spain. So this bandstand is our Woodford Square, and this is important and it's holy ground for all of us in the city of San Fernando. I have been asked to speak briefly on local government reform, but I want to crave your forbearance somewhat to permit me to speak from a San Fernando perspective somewhat. As you would know, San Fernando is dear to my heart. I was born in that hospital across there. I was christened, confirmed, and served as an acolyte in that church over the road. And I spent my entire life in this traverse, in this space. So San Fernando is dear to me. This is my home. It's in that context we have to look at how local government reform will impact on the city of San Fernando. Between 2003 and 2010, the Patrick Manning administration built over 3,000 houses in and around the city of San Fernando. And as good as it was for the homeowners and the people, it impacted on City Hall, as we did not have the resources there to service these homes. We were stymied by limitation that exists and continue to exist today. And so in that context, reform will more or less mobilize us and put us in a position where we can serve our citizens. I can go further on the impact of that. Today, if you have to service your building or do any advance or renovation, you have to come to our corporation for the engineers to go there and give you approval. We are limited. We have a shortage of workers there. We do not have the power or the autonomy to do the hiring. Reform will allow us to give you the service that you desire and you deserve. We can continue with this. Town and country planning in San Fernando. It is difficult. We have a town planner that comes once a week. And we have documents piled up there for weeks and months for persons who are doing business and cannot get it done. There are persons who have bank loans and trying to get the approvals, and it's stymied by the same process. Local government reform will address those issues. Garbage collection has been a major issue in the city of San Fernando. I've been driving around the city and I'm amazed at what we're seeing. We have a serious problem there. You may not know that the contractors who service the area are moving on a month-to-month contract, and it is operating in such a way that it is not affecting you the way it should. What has happened over the years is that garbage contractors, it's a minimum amount of them, about 6 or 8 of them, and none of them are from San Fernando. Local government reform will allow us to restructure that operation and give people in San Fernando the opportunity to earn. Entrepreneurs can earn vehicles. We can create employment for our people. Because those contractors who are not from San Fernando bring their workers from outside of San Fernando. Charity begins at home. And reform will give us the power to do those things. And it goes further than that. The contractors are now working month to month because they took the government to court. And although we won the case, they also took it further, and that is pending. What is happening is that the contractors are protesting and not as efficient as they should and not as reliable as they should be. School maintenance. My councillors can tell you, the candidates can tell you, on the day when we had, it was nomination day at the Marabella Secondary School, there were several bulbs blown in the hallway to that school. Our children are going to school in darkness. I asked the principal why these bulbs haven't been changed. She said, but she wrote to the ministry and she was referred to another agency. Under reform, one phone call to the mayor's office, and within 10 minutes, those bulbs will be changed. That's what reform is about. I am saying, under reform, what we will do is set up an agency that will operate and confirm with all the schools what their needs will be. And a budget will be put aside to service and maintain the schools. Our street maintenance is also critical. We also have to look at tax collection. What will happen when we collect our taxes? Yes, we will look at our proposed budget, and the shortfall will come from the tax, and the rest will go to the consolidated fund. We are in a place to make local government reform effective that will benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And don't talk about employment. San Fernando, at this point, is at a cusp of development. Never in my life have I seen anything like that. I wish I was 19 years old. The waterfront is coming on stream. We are moving from the road development, the construction of buildings that will deal plumbers, welders, carpenters, whatever it is. And you young people have opportunities out there among waiting for you. So I'm excited by this period. I'm excited by all that is happening in San Fernando. Local government reform is critical to us. You young people get familiar with what reform means. Because ever so often during the campaign, we have to sit and speak to people. What is reform about? Reform is about management. Reform is about putting opportunities there for the people of San Fernando and making sure that we are in a better place. I want to congratulate all those young people today who have put themselves forward to serve the Trinidad and Tobago and serve the city of San Fernando. And I am sure that we will do whatever we have to do. Let me go a little further. Those of you who are listening to us here tonight, whether it's from the Western Peninsula to Toko, you know what you have to do on the 14th of August. You're going to vote for the People's National Movement. If you're way down in Cedros, you'll do the same thing. You vote for the People's National Movement. And the people of San Fernando, if you are living in the Koke Turuba area, you vote for Teresa Lynch. If you are voting in Monrepo to Navet, you're voting for Nigel Coutier. If you're voting in Vista Bella, Marabella South Vista Bella, you're voting for Marcus Gidari. If you're living in Lesotho, East Sapero, you're voting for Riyad Hossein. If you're voting in Lesotho, West Laromaine, you're voting for Saeed Mohammed. If you're living in Springvale Paradise, you're voting for Naigam Joseph. And if you're in Pleasantville, you're voting for Roger Paris. Robert Paris. And if you're voting in Marabella West, you're voting for Jamila Red. So we go out on the 14th of August, vote for the People's National Movement.